Okay, let's begin. Jumping right into it. Today we're playing Silent Hill F again. This time we're going for the third ending. And for this one, the requirements are again pretty simple. New Game Plus, don't take the capsules, and we have to go find the Sacred Sword, but not purify it. So that's our only, real thing to go do is go get the Sacred Sword, which involves finding 5 Jizo statues and offering to them at each one, which shouldn't be too difficult, especially because we have a handy dandy guide with us to show us what to do. Again, we're going to be trying to do this fairly quickly. We'll be skipping cutscenes that are not, new information or somehow, different. And, not trying to fight everything, etc. We are going to go through this one, I think, on story difficulty for action, but I'm going to put it to the hardest difficulty for puzzles. Just because that shouldn't add too much to the playtime. Because, if I get frustrated with a puzzle, I'll just look it up, because these puzzles are weird anyway. So let's hop on in. Let's see, continue. Yeah, New Game Plus. Story action, Lost in the Fog, puzzles. Game audio suddenly here. That title screen is very quiet. Confirm. This is different too.
仕事じゃないよ。Hinako はお嫁さんになりたくないの?
I think. Oh no, this is the same. We'll still do those like opening cutscene.
同じだね。やれって言われるとやる気なくす。お待たせ。お姉ちゃん。何かいいことでもあった？
昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひなこ、私ね。
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Gone through this before.
とにかく今後のことは親の方で話を進める。
お父さん、ひな子の気持ちだって。
こんな話二度とないんだぞ。ひな子にとってこれ以上の幸せがあるか。あるわけがない。どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひな子。
それにしてもあのひな子がね。
あいつは本当に高校娘だ。何しろおかげで借金は全て返せる。二度と金に困らずに済むぞ。
お父さん、やめてくださいよ。ひな子に聞こえますよ。
One of the first significant steps. Rare. Rare are very useful for us in New Game Plus because we can't have the capsules. Come on. Balcony key. Use balcony key. There's the boy's diary. Got the treasure hunting game key. So let me see here. So Sacred Sword information is already here. Yeah, we already have a lot of the information in here. So that's good. Okay. Huh. Just realized there's a doll of us on the ground there. Hard to see, but it's down there. I think the item was in here. Oh, that's chocolate. Hang on, does that mean we already have collectibles? Oh, we already have the Faded Bride doll. Okay. Got it. So we didn't even need to come in here to get it, we already have it. Cool. So they replaced it with chocolate. That's good to know. Head to the general store. So I think right over here. Yeah, it's right here. Offer the Faded Bride doll. Journal updated. Yep, I found the damaged Jizo statue in the mountains. My ears were met with soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Perfect. So, statue 1, Faded Bride doll. So statue 2 we probably have already done. And that's not till the next section of the game. So now we just progress like normal, not taking any red capsules.
れは
This is our first, like, puzzle. It'll be a little bit different. Kudzu, respected by all and leader of the people, has wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, has wed to Bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who has no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. Yeah, this is harder. So this is Bamboo. Kudzu is arrowroot. Got it. That might be chrysanthemum. This could be kudzu, the branches. That's like sakura. And that's something else. Oh, plum. Yeah, that the sakura could be the plum there. So let's see. Pine is the last one. I think that's pine. Could be. So I think it said that chrysanthemum. No, plum was the center of all groups, right? Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum who had no mate. Sage of the East. If we assume it's northeast, right? Plum was wed to Bamboo. There it is. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, the yokai of the kettle their legs. Only the losses of each shall purify the corruption. Visiting the different cutscenes and what changes. Yeah, I've been skipping any of the cutscenes that are the same. But stuff starts to change more dramatically in the later half of the game. I'm also gonna put these up on my YouTube, and I'll edit down to just the new content for each playthrough. Just kind of looking at what these are to see if any of them stand out. Okay, no. So the puzzle said for this one, the yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, and the yokai of the kettle their legs. The only thing that looked like a little unique here was... Where was it? This one.
多分これだ。
Oh, I see.
他の
Okay.
絵も探さないと。
They're gonna give us harder clues too. Interesting. There's something down here, right? We get a... No? No? Okay. Divine water. I'm just looking for what's different. Yokai of the carriage.
あと一つ。
So it was Yokai of the carriage, umbrella, and kettle. So we've seen the kettle and the carriage. So now we're just looking for the yokai of the umbrella. Which is that one, right?
よし。錠前を試そう。
Nope. Run, you stupid. Alright, fine, we'll kill you. Yeah, that faster focus strike is really good. Okay, so for... let's look at this here. Still only a 3 pattern thing. So the yokai of their of the carriage had their heads removed. So maybe that means, like, the last one? Let's put the snake there. The yokai of the umbrella, their arms. There's sort of 2 in the middle and the legs. That's tricky. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed. That, to me, seems like they're saying remove the beginning. But maybe I'm supposed to, like, look at the picture? Oh, that's the yokai of the umbrella, this one. Actually. The middle one. Yeah, the other one's the yokai of the kettle. Okay. The yokai of the carriage has 2 heads. So maybe it's the second one. The yokai of the umbrella has 4 arms, so maybe it's the third one. Oh, sorry, the fourth one. And the yokai of the kettle has 3 legs. So it's the third one. Untouchable. Obtain the shrine. Oh, nice. Sacred sword. So it's this one. So we've already found the location. Okay, so this is the rusted flask one, which I think we've already done. So we'll have to just kind of keep our eyes out for if we've already done this. I think we have. It's this. Which we've already done. Character for Mizu, water. Perfect. Research journal and Jizo statue number 3 in the head to the mountains behind the middle school. So that'll be the next section. Alright, we've got a new puzzle here. Sickle, yeah, we'll take the sickle. It's your funeral today. I think it'll give you a standing ovation. Maybe you? No. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, the Silent Hill games are definitely fun. They are quite an experience though. Like they're not like fun. They're more like maybe you? Apparently that one. Edgar, hey, stop that. Yeah, I'm doing well. Okay. I don't know how that was. I'm giving you a standing ovation. Maybe because she's the only one who didn't have a sickle in her hand, so she's the only one who could clap. Yokan, I think I'll take that over yet another chocolate. It's your funeral today. Good riddance. It feels like I finally got rid of this painful burden off my chest. Any plans for Halloween? So we're gonna go Pumpkin Patch tomorrow. There we go, because she dropped her sickle. And then, so like Pumpkin Patch and Little Haunted House thing tomorrow. And then actually at Halloween, we're planning on hosting a little party for friends. What about you? Anything fun? Otherwise, I'm going to be playing some more spooky games. There it is. So your funeral today, you hurt him and now you're leaving him behind. I hope you suffer for what you've done. These are not harder than the last ones. Like, I swear to God, the easy mode for this is the hardest. Okay, it's your funeral today. You were such a thorn in my side, always getting between me and him. Guessing it's this one. Yeah, like honestly, these might be the easiest ones. It's gonna be my costume. Moose and I are going as Yzma and Kronk, and I'm gonna be Yzma, he's gonna be Kronk. It's your funeral today. Goodbye, don't ever show your face again. Just go do your own thing like you always have. I knew you were coming. Go do your own thing. Yeah, I see you. Out of here. Out of here. Why are you all fucking with me right now? I think it might be... Let's say this one was... Could be this one. No. I don't even know where the pin is in this one. Goodbye, don't ever show your face again, go do your own thing. Not that one. Come on, do a move I can counter. Thank you. Do your own thing. This one's weird. I don't know what this one's trying to tell me. Got it. Okay. So yeah. So I was correct in looking at these dead bodies. You just keep following them. Okay, so now we're going to... The objective is head to the mountain behind Ebisuoka Middle School. Okay, so we still have to get through the town. Alright, we're gonna fight the big monster here for a very specific reason, and that is that there's a trophy associated with it. But yeah, you can't pick up on... a lot of that doesn't become clear until the second playthrough. There we go. Go away, you'll ruin the shop's reputation. Okay, so I actually need to go back a little bit here. Hang on. I thought I already went over there. Oh. Offered the Geta sandals. Okay. Cool. So that's number 3. My ears were met with the chiming of bells. What did I say again? Come to the divine tree again? Weird. Oh, nice. That's actually much more clear. So... Stairwell... Hydrangea... It looks like the... by the watering can. You got a watering can and then a little stepping thing. Flowers. Let's see if we can find that. It's like almost that, but not quite. No hydrangeas there. Ah, here. There it is. Alright, pick up. Oh, so these are... Okay. It's just all of the above. That's not that difficult, then. Yeah. Journal. So yeah, it's the same puzzle, it's just more layers to it. And this one will be the Sakura, which this one, to be fair, is annoying as fuck. Because it's like, what counts as a Sakura blossom? I think that one counts. Don't think that one counts. Does that count? No. Maybe that one doesn't. That, okay. Second floor classroom generic key. Lovely. So this scene is a little bit different in New Game to New Game Plus. Her dialogue is clearer. It's time to say your goodbyes. In fact, I don't even know if she talks in regular first playthrough. Like, I don't remember if she even talks at all in the original playthrough, or if you just see her shadow move. Okay, so we have to figure out all the lockers. I think we have all the information we need. So okay, so this one's probably still 401. Yeah, that one hasn't changed. I haven't found a Suga's locker combination. The weird thing is when you convert a code, it looks like a cry for help. So that's still SOS. Yeah, I think Expedition 33 is almost guaranteed. Hey, you bitch. Even Silk Song, I'm curious if it'll be as successful, because I don't think it's like so much better than Hollow Knight. You know, if it were like a vast leap and a jump over Hollow Knight, maybe. Okay, so this one's Ayumi. This is Egg. Guess 9? Yeah. Key cabinet key. This one is... Do we know whose this one is? Suga. So this one's SOS. I definitely think we're gonna see... Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Death Stranding 2. I haven't played that one, but the buzz around that one's really strong. Maybe DK Bonanza. And then this one is... Oh! Hang on. God damn, you guys keep coming. Ghost of Yote is a possibility. Again, it might have the same problem as Silk Song, where it just isn't enough different. And then this one's 377, right? Yeah. Yeah. Dried carcass in here. Yeah. I'll get rid of a kudzuti, I guess. Oh, have I been in here yet? This is all new. This is all new. You completed getting to the antechamber. Okay, got it. Oh, there's so much post-game stuff. We are deep in it. This is a new note for me, so I'm gonna check this out. Perspective on Hierogamy. The other day, my honorable father-in-law told me the fate had smiled upon me, that my blood had been blessed by the stars. If I attempt to interpret his words, I can only understand them to mean that he believes that an intervention of good fortune or coincidence allowed me to be so connected with this house. However, I do not believe he meant to humble me with his words. Instead, I think his words should be taken more literally. My very blood was favored by fate. Ooh. In the words of mortals, there exist rare individuals who possess non-ABO blood types. So maybe having blood that was blessed by the stars simply means I was born with a rare mutation. After all, there are many variations, some of which are as uncommon as 1 in 100,000 people. Perhaps when a human child who possesses blood that contains the power to deepen the bond between mortals and gods is born into a village, they are selected as a candidate for a hierogamous marriage. If such is the case, then it would explain why such partnership is so infrequent. I wonder who shall be next to be welcomed into this world. If it is another child beloved by fate, then I would like to do all in my power to help their transition into a new life, Mayumi. Interesting. There's an Emma plaque. Swallow. Performing a counter without using focus increases damage deflection. Stacks up to 5 times and resets when damage is taken. This is all cool new stuff that I haven't found. Unfinished letter. My future friend. Spring unfurls around me in vivid colors as I write you this letter. Upon your arrival, you may bear anxiety about your new life. The slightest remembrance of your old home may call tears to your eyes, like it once did to mine. The scent of ripe plums joins with warbler's birdsong in bittersweet union, memories that call me home to a mountain village spring. Everywhere I turn, I am met with splendor. The sound of chirping warblers, the sweet smell of plums. I am certain that this land, though new to you, shall become a place of respite and tranquility. You and I call the same village home, so please share with me whatever weighs on your mind. I'm eager to hear your stories of home, and together we... ... Huh. So many dolls. But hey, we found an Emma plaque, which is super important and useful. Two must face each other as one to pray for mutual prosperity. Those who do shall lift their heads to level height as if they were reflections in a mirror, as custom dictates. That feels like... see here. Portaline, thank you for the follow. Oh, there it is. Straight lampshade. Talon lampshade. That's an interesting puzzle because they give you the same text for all 3 variations of the puzzle. And you just have to, like, interpret it differently each time. Very unusual. But, so, we are at Jizo Statue 4, after clearing out the middle school. This is the cracked hibachi brazier, which I think we've already done. But do the hills have eyes? The crows certainly do. Yeah, 4. Yeah. So this is the fire one, which we've already done this. Okay. Run away from the monster. Run away from the fog monster. Yay! I don't think it's actually gone though. Yep. It's not gone. Come on. There we go. Only 50% of the way through our trophies. One more trip to the shrine, then we can get our sword, apparently. Oh, hang on. We're doing good. Oh, I might have already done it. Dad's kitchen knife. Yeah. Because we've already done the 5th statue. Nice, we have our sword. So now we just have to not purify it. The malevolent blade never rusts. Obtains the sacred sword after uncovering its legend. Sacred Sword, while it's sheathed, the Sacred Sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. Got it. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if you are attacked while in this state, you'll automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. You can perform a counter while using the Sacred Sword, but using R2 so long as the counter is possible, even if you are already in the middle of an attack. Got it. So the sword it gives us an extra weapon slot, basically. That's huge. And we should get the same scene where she puts the capsules down. Yep. Love this sort of implication that she's telling the capsules, you know, the pills, I'll do this without you. Oh, nice. Clinical trial. This is new. The other version of myself and I have talked for many nights now. Through these fervent discussions, I have come to the conclusion that Hinako needs to speak to her inner self just as I have. Oh, okay. It's clear she's not currently in her right mind. Why else would she even consider accepting that farce of a marriage that has been pushed upon her otherwise? There's no point in trying to force Hinako's opinion to change. She must make this realization for herself to make it stick. If she could just talk to her other self within her dreams, I'm positive she could be led back to rationality, and then she would realize just who truly has her best interests in mind. So that's all the lore surrounding Shu giving us the capsules. We need the calendar for the next. Oh, this also feels different. Junko's bed is here. Letter to Santa. This is new. Dear Santa, I've been a very good girl this year, and so I would like a ray gun, please, from Hinako. Journal updated. Huh. Yeah, this is new. I wonder if it's because we're on track for the Fox with its tail ending. We're getting stuff relevant to her past with her friends. Yeah, like I said, I think this part of the game actually does change a little bit depending on what ending you're going towards.
父さんたちの部屋。
Oh, this is new.
って頼んだら
This
入れ
scene
て
is
くれ
new.
なかったんだって。
あらあら、気の毒だったね。
ひなちゃんは男の子と遊んでたから女の子のお遊びには入れてあげないって言われたの。
誰そんなこと言ったの？後でお姉ちゃんが叱っとくから。
純子およし、かわいそうに男の子と遊んでただけでひどいね。
女の子嫌い。ひな子は女の子嫌だ。男の子になる。
この子はもっと小さい頃から男の子とも
Like Andrew
女
playing
の
with
子
both
とも
girls and boys
遊
since
ん
she
で
was
たか
little.
らね。
昭和って不思議な時代だよね。どうして子供の世界では男女が冷やかし合い互いに拒絶し合っているんだろう。学校でも異性と話をしただけでバカにされたり冷やかされたり、私はそういうのが昔から理解できなくてのけ者にされてた。男子とかくれんぼしたい時もあれば女子とお人形で遊びたい時もあった。でも男子は私を女扱いしてあんまり仲間に入れてくれなかった。女子は私が男子と遊んでるからって仲間外れにすることも多かった。お姉ちゃんはそれをひな子は見えている世界が違うのねって言ってたっけ。でもそんな私にも私のことを女扱いせずに遊んでくれる初めての親友ができたんだ。
おい、それお前の人形だろ。落としてるぞ。宇宙作戦本部応答せよ。新たな巨大 UFO を確
Hi,
認。
Krabby. How
直
are
ちに
you?
迎撃に向かう。
How are you doing? Nice. Yeah, this is definitely different. I like it. I'm always alone, so I'm okay playing by myself. That means I have the right dish and the left dish all to myself. I like to play with Kokeshi dolls a lot. I'm careful to share them. Okay, this seems like the same puzzle.
昔こ
Then we just have to
の飽きそうなと
balance
ころがある。
the scales. There we go. Hinako's diary. I care about your money problems. Don't try to change the way I feel. Okay, so here's this
どう
room.
ったんだろう。
Put the picture back up top. Now, we need the three friends face up. Ah, but not Rinko. Interesting. Yeah, that puzzle doesn't get any harder. That's pretty straightforward. Oh,
マジで
is this new?
それ冗談だろ。
うん大マジ。
Or is this...
そんなやつ
No, we saw this.
俺知らねえよ。覚えてもねえよ。第一それが急に今頃になってわけがわかんねえよな。
どうしようか。相棒はどう思う？
それはひな子が自分で考えて決める
I
し
think
か
we've
ねえ
seen
よ。
this.
俺が口出しできることじゃねえし。
おかしいよね。それに私女扱いされるの嫌だし、相棒だって似合わないって思うでしょ。
うん。
だよね。私も似合わないって思うし。
そう決めつけるなよ。答えを急ぐな。悪い癖だぞ。もっと時間をかけてゆっくりと考えろ。心を落ち着けて静かに心の中の自分と対話しろ。
そうだな。 相棒の言う通りだ。
大丈夫か？また頭痛か？お前は悩み込むとすぐ頭痛に出るな。我慢せずに薬飲めよ。ひどくなってからじゃ遅いんだからな。
買ったやつ全然効かないんだ。
そうか。また俺が見繕ってやるから、お前の体質に合ったやつを探してみる。
This when he started giving her the capsules
やっぱり
right after he found out that she was trying to make this decision about getting married.
必ず後悔する。じっくり考えるんだ。それだけは絶対に約束しろ。
お姉ちゃんにも同じこと言われたよ。分かった、相棒。約束する。
Okay, in the aftermath. Okay, after a long and vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raises itself heavenwards. The scale is now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing remained upon the land. So I think the sword goes up here. That's empty. That's the bird. The scale's now dedicated to the rising sun. That would be east. And then, yeah, the bird silhouetted against the rising sun. A little weird, but it works. Alright, we'll pick this and then...
Hinako, いるなら返事ぐらいして。シュウ君が来てるって言ってるでしょ。
相棒、調子はどうだ？
This is new.
調子って？
Instead of ignoring
調子悪くないよ。
Shu.
最近学校でも上の空じゃないか。俺たちが話しかけてもぼんやりしてるし。悩みすぎてまた頭痛がひどくなってるんじゃないかって思ってさ。
全然。
そうか。
うん。心配しすぎだよ。ごめんね。お手洗い行ってくるね。
うん。ひなこのお母さん言ってたな。最近隠れて何かを読んでいるって。これがそうなのか。
So what she's been reading? What has she been reading?
ごめん。タンスの裏に何か見えたんで。
読んだ？
え？
何も読んでないよね。忘れて。
Yeah, this is new.
週には関係ないから。
何も読んでないよ。というか字なんて何も。
ごめん。帰ってもらっていい？今日は体調が悪いの。
お前さ、
帰って。
分かった。また明日。
Maybe she'll get a cutscene here. Yeah.
私おかしいのかな。心がね、自分でも不安になるくらいにすごく大きく早くおかしくなっていくの。サクコに聞いたらそれは恋なんじゃないかって言うんだけれど、本当にそうなのかな。私が想像していた恋っていうのはもっともっとじっくり温かで酸っぱいんだけれど、ほんのり甘くてくすぐったくて、そういうものだと思ってた。でもね、今の私はそれとは全然違う。これは温かで酸っぱくて甘いんだけれど、まるで誰かに足をつかまれて、
It's like someone's grabbed my leg.
今の底に無理やり引きずり込まれるような、そんな感じなの。とて も心地いいよ。でもね、なぜかずっと心のどこかで怖さも覚えているの。これは本当に恋なのかな。私だけが特別なのかな。あなたはどう思う？ねえ。いや、わからない。でも一つだけわかるよ。あなたのその気持ちは多分週に感じたものとは全く別の、全く異形の何か。私とあなた、どちらもひなこだけれど、きっとどちらかが間違っている。お願い。もし私が間違っていたなら、私を殺して、ねえ、解放して。さもなきゃ私があんたを殺すから。
I think Shiromuku and I maybe got in a love triangle. I once wanted to see Junko in the hospital when she was pregnant. Her morning sickness was so bad, all she could manage between vomiting was groaning. This is what marriage does to a woman. It makes you end up like Junko, like mom. Interesting. The pregnant monsters probably like are referencing this. That's very interesting. Wait, hang on. I don't think I've been in here. Diary of an Infatuated Boy. I'm embarrassed that I, a boy, was rescued by a girl, but I can't forget her face. She's all I think about. I can't even focus on my studies. The one thing I know is that I can't talk to my mother about this. I wonder if I can run into her again if I hang around outside. Her name is Shimizu Hinako. If I ever find her, I want to call her name and see her turn my way. I want Hinako. I need her. I need her. I want to hold her in my arms. I'll make her my wife so she'll be mine forever and ever. I'll be able to do anything I want when I'm heir. That's what my mother said. If I become the heir, then I can make Hinako my wife. That's some lore. Letter from an infatuated youth. Hinako, Hinako, Hinako. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of you. Hinako, Hinako, Hinako. How much more beautiful have you become? It's taking over all my thoughts. I can't tell whether you're a goddess or a demon. Whenever I close my eyes, all I see is you. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep in days. I keep doubting my own sanity. You're the only one who can save me from this sweet yet wretched hell. You're so precious to me, so lovely, but I can't forgive you for putting me through all this heartache. Interesting. Obsessed much? Yeah, I don't know if that door wasn't there before, or if I just never noticed it before. Because that was some new lore drops. Okay. So, what does it say this time? The white bird flies free from her cage. Her shadow follows close behind her. The fox raises a lantern as he watches them fly away. There is nothing he can do now. That's sort of a raised lantern. Could be like fox. White sparrow. Come on. Oh, that's not where, that isn't it. Oh, that's where I'd put the black sparrow. I put black sparrow here. Black sparrow right behind? Yeah. How come that was the easiest of the versions of the puzzle? We're on the hardest quote-unquote puzzle difficulty, and that was easier than the other two. Chase after the fog monster. Where are you going? Thanks. I knew that was a trophy, so I wanted to try it. I honestly feel like this sequence, they could have actually just not done the combat encounters at all and just had you go through the town. It almost weirdly would have been more eerie if there had been no combat here, if you just go home, you know, through the town that you've completely overtaken with your pink goo. Right, and they force you to go through combat here too. Yeah, they definitely padded out this end of the game when they could have had it just be like eerie and beautiful. They felt the need to put a ton of extra combat into the end of it, and it's like, why? Twisted Shiminawa are so disturbing. That's a new line, I think. Because of you, I'm finally awake. I think that's a new thing. No, this part of the game is there, but some of the dialogue she's saying does change depending on what ending you're doing. Hi, Morbid. How are you? So all these parts, you still go through them, but like some of the dialogue changes up a bit. Got a good 30 more minutes of work. Then you're good. Nice. Fair enough. Once we get to the end of this, though, it will be very different. Once we get to the end of the shrine. Shit will all be completely different at that point. But like these little things she says here, those are different. You be killing things quick? Yeah. I got some good omomoris, including some that speed up the focus. When you do the focus strike, it makes it go much faster. So yeah, we're pretty stacked. I've also learned, like, after playing it through 3 times now, I've like really learned some of their timings. Yeah, some of the combinations of the omomoris you can get are actually like really powerful. Like, I basically don't really need to worry too much about weapon durability anymore, because I have omomori that restore weapon durability when I kill things, and you know, stuff like that. I won't say I've mastered the combat, and we are playing this one again back on easy combat mode. But we've helped stack ourselves so that we can do better. And what do I think I want more here? The bandage. Not the Arare, that's pretty worthless. We'll take 1 bandage, I guess. Draw Omomori. Serpent. Will automatically perform a counter when the visual hint appears, but it consumes max sanity when it activates. When equipping, sanity will also recover at a slower rate. Interesting. Auto counter, but at the cost of sanity. Kitchen knife. I'll take the kitchen knife over the sickle. They're about equal. First aid kit. Take that over 2 bandages, sure. There's another bandage. They give you so many stopping points. You never once cared or paid attention to your sanity. I have found that the focus strike is honestly really overpowered. Not overpowered, but it's like it's quite strong, and they seem to want you to use your focus, and it speeds up the combat a lot if you're hitting enemies with the focus attack. So if you do decide to do another playthrough, I found hitting enemies with focus attacks is like, it's better than you trying to do R2s most of the time if you have the sanity. And if you can find anything that restores sanity, then that'll help you do more focus attacks, and you'll get through some of the combat faster, which is tricky because like the combat in this game, a lot of the enemies are really tanky and take a while. So if you can speed it up at all, that really helps. Highest cost for upgrades, I think, is 3,000. Thanks for the hydrate, Light Hope. Okay, let's see. We should hit fully new cutscenes, yeah, and endings here. And a new boss.
そんなにもあなたには未練があるの。
私であって何が悪いの？私はまだ、いえ、 いつまでも私でいたいのに。
あなたの気持ちもわかる。不安よね、怖いわよね。でもそれは乗り越えられるものなのよ。
乗り越えるかどうかは私が決めること。誰にも勝手に決めさせたくない。
もう遅すぎるの。あまりに遅すぎる。これは
ん？お？
遅いも早いもない。
Not our fucking creepy little doll. Jonas decides to go smashy smashy. Yeah, I mean, but, you know, reasonable. Ah.
殺したはずなのに今さら私を惑わせるな。もう遅い。遅いも早いもない。これは決断。清水ひな子の決断なの。決断は私がした。私が求めるものは新しい性。お前は消えろ。決断は私がした。お前が消えろ。清水ひな子に戻れ。
Ooh. We fight you again? Aha, that's what it is.
花嫁にはふさわしくない舞だ。
あなたは一体何者なの？
その言葉はそのまま返そう。君こそ何者だ。ひな子に何がついた。どうやってこの聖域に入り込んだ。正体を見せろ。ひな子信じてたぜ相棒。お前なら絶対に示せると思ってた。自分の本当の気持ちをな。
Nope, not doll.
汚れめ、どこから入り込んだ。
And then her being let down, that's the most realistic part of the game. Not wrong. Okay. He just tucked him.
あなたは何者なの？
Boop him on the snoot. Boop. No, bad dog. Yeah, we heard rumors of that earlier on. Defeat the Shichibi. Is that Ninetales? Yes, actually. Uh-oh. What happens when it evolves without a Firestone?
幸せにするためにあらゆる努力をした人の世を学び
Oh, no, I have to...
学問を学び全てを収め家も名声も君が人の世で一切苦労しなくて済む全てを揃えた
Oh, I'm glad I have my Omamori on that heals me when I kill things. Why do I not understand how you feel? Oh my god. Not the whiny man-child. Oh, phase 2. Can I just get a single strike in, please?
そしてその行く末を自ら選ぶことです。
それはどういうなぜこの思いが伝わらぬのだ。
I can't break through this. I just have to wait, I think. Why does he not understand how you feel? Because he's like a god fox. And he doesn't think he has to concern himself with human feelings. Oh my god.
人生を激しく生きた。私も自らの人生をあなたのように激しく生きたいのです。
女は男に求愛を受けることが何よりも幸福ではないのか。
私の幸福は私が決める。他の誰かに与えられるものじゃない。
ひなこ、羽ばたかずということか。
あなたの求愛を受けたら羽ばたく喜びも辛さも知ることができないんです。
ならば羽ばたいてみせるがいい。なる軽々と飛び越えてみせろ。
Oh, the bang, but with a whimper? Box Tamer. Oh, defeated all summoned monsters before putting... Stay to me till the end, thank you.
あなたの求愛を生涯忘れません。そしてありがとう。
ひなこ、こっちだ、早く。行
きなさい。後始末は私の方でつけておく。
Well, somehow by beating him to a pulp, we cleaned up his blood.
お前と宇宙戦争ごっこで遊んだことを思い出した。だからお前は俺とひなこの戦友だ。
Get the fuck out.
また会おう、戦友。
男なら引き際も大事か。
Nice. There's still a mid-credit scene. All that to clean his fur. I know. I think that ending is a little more satisfying than the second ending, and obviously both endings are more satisfying than the default ending. This one, like, it really feels like she has agency, even if she's, you know, it's not like the perfect ending because she's not recognizing all of herself. She still has agency here. You know, instead of just resigning herself to the path chosen for her. I mean, even the second ending where she resigns, you know, she goes through with the marriage and all that is better than the first ending where she goes crazy and kills everyone, but this was a little more satisfying. I know we still have a mid-credit scene that shows, you know, things are not perfect, but number 4. Ending 4 is considered the true ending, where she embraces both aspects of her personality and is able to like live with both parts of herself, and she essentially breaks the curse on the Fox entity as well, to make him accept not marrying her also. It's complicated, but that's the best ending. The default ending is the worst ending, where she kind of fights with herself and has a existential breakdown. Endings 2 and 3 are both endings where she picks one side of herself over the other, and so they're like better but not the true ending. And then the true ending is where she fully embraces herself, which is part of why I've seen a lot of people say, and I agree, that I think there's a very strong case to be made for an LGBTQ interpretation of the game. You know, either like a bisexual, or even some people have said a trans, reading of the character, that she goes through this journey of embracing both sides of her aspects. And there's a lot of commentary on like gender roles and why do we have to accept a gender binary in the game when you get into some of the deeper lore bits. Here's our mid-credit scene. So in reality, she's just running away instead of getting married, is what she decided to do. We're in front of the store. Yep, we are whipping through the endings. We'll try to get the last one too, the true ending. Alright. Thanks, Morbid. I appreciate you. Yep. The gods are vengeful. The fox wets its tail. A hell of your own choosing. Nothing else matters now. I think that's the same description of the last ending, the fox's wedding ending. A hell of your own choosing. Puzzle Master, because we completed the game with puzzle difficulty set to Lost in the Fog. I'm sorry, the puzzles on the hardest puzzle difficulty were not any more difficult than in the normal puzzle difficulty. And the stupid Scarecrow puzzle and the Fox Mural puzzle were easiest on this mode. Not just because I already knew what was happening. Actually, the Scarecrow puzzle, the last one, was hard. But some of those puzzles were not any fucking harder, and the easy puzzle mode was actually harder on some of them. Yeah, overwrite this save data. Hey, we have 3 endings. Let's see what our title screen looks like. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty. View endings. Fox wets its tail. What difficulties would I do for true ending? I would probably put them both on easy and just go through as fast as possible, because the combat gets really rough. Trying to do the combat on the harder difficulties. And I'm not going to be able to platinum this game very quickly anyway, because there's so many trophies. Like, even if you get all the endings, there's still a lot more that you have to do. Like, don't make any mistakes. Defeated the Shiromuku without dying a single time. So I would still have to do the default game, new game, not new game plus, or like I'd still have to do the default ending again one time. I'd still have to do all the endings multiple times to beat these final bosses with the requirements. So we're not going to be able to platinum the game even if we get all the endings. So why bother putting myself through the hard difficulty in that case? So I'll probably just do normal difficulty. Yeah, like having to do the default boss and the second ending boss all over again and do them perfect, like, yeah. But our next ending is this one. We've already done the first part, that's completed. Don't take red capsules, that's easy. We now have to get and purify the sacred sword and find and offer away the fox brooch. And then we'll get the best ending. And then, of course, there's the UFO ending, which we'll see.